Let me be straight with you right now. The Cleveland Browns are living rent-free in the heads of every front office in this league, and I don't mean that as a compliment to them. I mean it as a warning to us. Because when teams like the San Francisco 49ers start circling players on your roster like vultures, that tells you something. Either they respect what you have, or they think you're about to fall apart. And today, we're going to find out which one it actually is. We've got two stories dropping at the same time that every Browns fan needs to hear, and when you put them side by side, they paint a picture of exactly where this franchise stands right now. So stay with me, because this goes deeper than most people are covering it. Let's start with the one that caught the league's attention. Reports surfaced this week suggesting the San Francisco 49ers have internally identified Jarrett Verse, the young edge rusher Cleveland received in the Myles Garrett trade, as a potential trade target if the Browns stumble out of the gate this season. The scenario being floated: if Cleveland is sitting at 2-8 around the deadline, John Lynch picks up the phone and starts making offers. Now, let that sink in for a second. The Rams gave up Jarrett Verse to get Myles Garrett. And now another contender is already trying to rip Verse away from us before he even gets started in Cleveland? That's not a coincidence. That's a 25-year-old pass rusher who recorded 7.5 sacks last season with years of team control still ahead of him. And the rest of this league knows exactly what that's worth. But here's what I need you to understand, and this is where I push back hard on the narrative. Andrew Berry is not trading Jarrett Verse, full stop. Every signal coming out of Berea is that Berry views Verse as a cornerstone of this defensive rebuild. You don't trade away the most dominant defensive player in franchise history, absorb all the backlash that comes with it, and then turn around and flip the centerpiece you got in return. That's not rebuilding, that's just losing twice. The 49ers can be interested all they want. It doesn't matter until Cleveland picks up the phone. And right now, they're not picking up the phone. Could that change if this team completely collapses? Sure, the NFL is a what-have-you-done-for-me-lately league. But if Mike Ruttenberg is building the defensive identity we think he's building, Verse isn't going anywhere. He's the new face of this defense. Let him eat. Now, let's talk about the story that didn't get nearly enough love, because this one matters just as much. The Browns have officially brought back safety Ronnie Hickman after he signed his restricted free agent tender. And I know some fans are going to scroll past this and think, okay, death piece, whatever. That would be the wrong take. Hickman just played all 17 games last season and finished with 103 total tackles, 2 interceptions, and 7 pass breakups. He didn't stumble into those numbers. He earned them. He went from 10 games as a rookie to 14 his second year to a full season starter this past year. That's not luck. That's a player who figured out this league and kept climbing. What makes this move even smarter is what it sets up around him. Grant Delpit is back alongside him. Those two together give defensive coordinator Ruttenberg a safety duo that can actually play with freedom. Hickman holds his lane in coverage, which lets Delpit roam and create. And then you've got Emmanuel McNeill-Warren, the draft pick who's already drawing serious buzz, stepping into an environment where he doesn't have to carry the defense from day one. He can develop, he can watch, he can grow into the role instead of getting thrown to the wolves before he's ready. That's how smart organizations build, not just for this season, but for the next 3. And when you zoom out and look at both stories together, that's actually the theme here. The rest of the league is paying attention to Cleveland because the talent is real. Verse drew interest before he even played a snap in a Browns uniform. Hickman built his value quietly until it became undeniable. And the pieces around him are falling into place under a coaching staff that has a real defensive philosophy. Is this roster perfect? No. Are there still major questions? Absolutely. But the foundation of this defense is more intact than people are giving it credit. And if Ruttenberg can get this group locked in from week 1, watch out. Drop your thoughts below. Do you trust Andrew Berry to hold on to Verse if the 49ers come calling with a monster offer? And is Ronnie Hickman an underrated piece of this Browns defense or overrated? Let me know. Hit that subscribe button and come back tomorrow because we're not slowing down.